Chelsea news. Hey, what's going on, people? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, host Jan. Come on in, get comfortable. How you all doing? I hope you're doing well. I really do hope that. Boy, what a game last night. I gotta get that in early. Porto versus Juventus. This is why we all, you and I, all love football. What an incredible game. Football's freaking amazing, man. Seriously, that was a great game. Anyway, welcome to Chelsea News, the daily series nearly, here on Football Therapy, where I see what's being said in the headlines and react to it with you, my dear sweet friends. Today I want to talk about two potential transfer stories / rumour / gossip. Kurt Zouma could be sold to finance a new centre half, which is sad, but maybe makes sense looking at the current sort of landscape of things. And also the curious case of Christian Pulisic, our talismanic attacker last season that was arguably our best, well, not even arguably, our best attacker last season, seems to be left out in the cold by Thomas Tuchel rather unpredictably, and loads of teams are circling, reportedly BAYERN Munich, Liverpool, and Manchester United. Anyway, subscribe if you're new, bell notifications icon if you want to, drop a like to show your sweet support to your boy Jan. Let me tell you, this video is brought to you by OneFootball. That's right, OneFootball is a completely and entirely free application on your phone, so you have no reason not to check it out. I use it on the daily. Basically, it gives you everything you'll ever need to know about your football team in terms of updates, lineups, statistics, fixtures, results, transfer news, everything you like about football. So make sure you click the link down in the description to go check out OneFootball and give yourself that opportunity. Alright, superb! Let's move on into the first story of today's video and talk about Kurt Zouma. Originally reported in The Athletic, Chelsea are looking at new centre-backs. They were prior to Thomas Tuchel's arrival, and they continue to do so now, and it's been reported that Thomas Tuchel, the gaffer himself, is indeed interested in bringing another centre-half to Chelsea Football Club. And in terms of generating revenue with a sellable asset, Kurt Zouma seems to be the most obvious. In his prime, starts for France, I think. Still, we all know he's a good centre-half and a goal-scoring threat and a good personality with an excellent physique. This will divide opinion, and I'm going to give you mine on the Frenchman, but let's read you an extract from the article from the Metro first. Both Antonio Rudiger and Andreas Christensen were frozen out somewhat under Lampard, but have been delivered markedly improved performances under Tuchel, and may have saved their careers at the club. With the duo both in line with a new contract, that leaves out Kurt Zouma as the most saleable asset, and Chelsea have tried to sell him in the past, though Lampard was adamant he should stay, and the 26-year-old was in fine form at the start of the campaign. Yeah, things can change quickly, man. Off the bat, Christensen and Rudiger, new contracts, they're both running down, so you can understand two players that are currently starting under the new coach would be offered new contracts. That makes sense. And if you look at what's happening now and what's working right now, you'd say, right, sell Zouma. But you know, the what's happening right now, what's working right now is the same frame of mind that made us sell Kevin De Bruyne and Mohamed Salah and Romelu Lukaku. Now, I'm not saying Zouma's any of them, but that's what you mean, is this short-termism of, oh, this is who's starting right now, therefore we sell those guys. I'm not saying it's wrong, to be honest. I can't really think of an alternative, but that's just how it is. Frank Lampard did love Kurt Zouma. Remember his first press conference? He was asked about him. He was adamant Chelsea wanted to sell him to Everton. He wanted to be sold to Everton, but he's like, no, he's an excellent centre-half who plays really well. I want him at Chelsea. And Lampard was right to do so, as he started excellently under Frank Lampard and was an important and integral player for him. Let's read on in this article. Zouma has been handed only 2 appearances under Tuchel, who doubts his ball-playing abilities, and is now effectively the 5th choice centre-back behind Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Christensen, and even Cesar Azpilicueta. Although he has 2 years left on his current contract, Chelsea would hope to get a sizable fee for Zouma in addition to the 24.2 million buy option they hope AC Milan will trigger for Fikayo Tomori. Hold on, they hope Milan will trigger for Tomori. That's the sad thing, isn't it? Because Chelsea probably are crossing their fingers that Milan buy Tomori and they make £26 million on an academy product. Sad to see, it's sobering, but I think we have to expect that. Chelsea would likely look to sell both Kurt Zouma and Fikayo Tomori to fund new assets or new acquisitions, which is sad really, because if you think back to the good times under Lampard, Tomori and Zuma, the centre-back partnership away at Ajax, keeping a clean sheet against a scintillating attacking team in form, and we thought, this is the future, boys. Life comes at you fast, my friends, and things change, and here we are now, and we're winning, and that's paramount, that's the most important thing. So we move, I guess, but leave me your comments down in the comment section below regarding the centre-backs situation and that story, as we move on to the next story and talk about Christian Pulisic. Oh man, the curious case of Christian Pulisic. Like I said at the top of the video, he absolutely was our best attacker last season to a talismanic level, scoring against City, I think, was it the winning goal, or certainly an excellent breakaway goal, scoring in an FA Cup final, that performance against Liverpool as well. Superb Christian Pulisic, looking, like I say, for lack of a better word, talismanic, almost like Eden Hazard at times. And when Thomas Tuchel was brought in, with the link to Dortmund and Pulisic, everyone thought, wow, we're going to see some sort of elite version of Pulisic now. The truth is, no, Pulisic's had his best ever season in terms of productivity under Frank Lampard, and at the moment, he's not getting much of a look in under Thomas Tuchel. Thomas has come out and said a few times that, oh, I know what he's about, I don't need to look at him on the pitch at the moment. He's great, I value him, but don't worry about it. Which I think is a little bit unfair, because he needs to play into form. You don't know what he's about, because last season he was amazing for Chelsea, and he's not the same, young teenager you had at Dortmund. So I think potentially that's a little bit unfair. But again, when you're winning, it's hard to criticise. I'm going to read you an extract from Football 365 talking about these transfer rumours. Christian Pulisic played just 1 minute as Chelsea beat Everton on Monday night. And that is not unusual. The American has not started a single Premier League game under Thomas Tuchel, who admits he has probably been, quote, unfair to the American, who appears to be behind Mason Mount, Hakim Ziyech, Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, Callum Hudson-Odoi in the pecking order. So where are they now? Why, with the Mail Online claiming that Thomas Tuchel's latest snub to Christian Pulisic has put Manchester United, Liverpool and Bayern Munich on alert. We think it's a guess based on previous suitors, but it's a good guess as any. So there you go, not concrete sources there about Pulisic going to Liverpool, in fact far from it, but the truth is he's got admirers. Bayern Munich are very interested in him. They've obviously known him from his time in the Bundesliga at Dortmund playing well, and obviously coming to Chelsea and being more in the spotlight. He's dismantled Liverpool a few times, and of course Klopp has previously wanted him, and he suits that Liverpool side very, very well, in my opinion, for quick transitions. And also, Manchester United have been looking for a dynamic, exciting winger who can perform in the Premier League for a long time now. And if there's an unhappy player at Chelsea who the manager is reluctant to play, and they're just looking to get their money back, so what, 50 million? Suddenly Manchester United, 100 million on Sancho when we're playing pretty well anyway, or just 50 million on a Premier League proven player. This is all speculation. I'm pulling this out of the air, people, but I'm just theorising here, Obviously, as a Chelsea fan, this idea repels you that not even would just sell a player to Bayern. That's horrendous. When Callum Hudson-Odoi nearly went there, we all felt incredibly ill. But to go to Liverpool or Man United would be nothing short of devastating, especially when we've seen what Christian Pulisic can do in the Premier League. An incredible performer, dynamic, and the ability to, like I said, be talismanic for a football team. He'd be amazing for Man United, their counter-attacking football, breaking out wide with Marcus Rashford. Again, just theorising, this almost certainly won't happen, but he's a young player. He's the jewel in the crown for American soccer, and if he's like this fifth choice winger at Chelsea, if he gets 1 minute off the bench, he's far too high a profile of player for that to happen, and he's got too much ability, and he's too young. He's 22 still, but he's played first team football since he was 16. He has the ability to just play now. I hope he comes into this team. Some people might argue that they'd rather see him than Timo Werner at the moment, although Timo Werner's got excellent industry. There's also stories about him reportedly wanting to leave Chelsea, which, with this Pulisic to Liverpool and Man United story, I think that's far enough of those rumours and gossip for me to start dipping into Timo Werner leaving. But it's an interesting discussion point, Christian Pulisic, purely on the premise of he's not playing that much, and he absolutely will have admirers. And if Thomas Tuchel isn't that interested and thinks he's not, his profile doesn't suit his game, then there's a chance that conversations might happen. Anyway, what do you guys think? Get down into the comment section below and express your thoughts, feelings and opinions on both the Kurt Zouma story and the Christian Pulisic links. Let me know in the comment section below. Drop a like if you want to show your sweet love to me. Subscribe if you're new. Enjoy the football, my friends, and I'll see you later.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy tuck. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought. Body bag the verse, outlined in chalk. In my life seen trouble, hustle on the double. Silence on the trigger like my pick got a muzzle. Yo chick like to guzzle, bad boy stay in trouble. I only love this paper, sorry I don't. I laugh me, baby.